What's up guys, Nathan back here today from Vape This. I'm sorry, I know I haven't been back in a while. It's been a couple weeks. We're definitely trying to get in some new stuff in the store, so it's kind of taking a little bit of time out of my place, and you know, I'm trying to get videos out. I really am, trust me. I want to talk about a new product today. Not necessarily new, but it is kind of new to us. Definitely not new to you guys out there who are you know, into the whole mechanical mods and, you know, RBA systems, stuff like that. But it definitely is new to us. So any of you guys out there that are just watching this for the first time who have never heard of this product, this video is for you guys. So I know it's kind of weird with this light being right here. Sometimes you kind of see a little bit of a blue ring around here. It's not my shirt, it's the light. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to like move my setup with the camera and everything. I mean, I just kind of like where this is kind of sitting, you know. I have my setup in the background, I have my computer, my monitor, my whole desk and everything, but I don't know. I'll have to figure out something with the lighting. So if you guys are seeing this little blue ring like I've had in a couple of my last videos, I'm sorry. Just try to avoid this area. So with that all out of the way, I want to talk to you guys today about the Silver Bullet. Okay, so what is this mod? It's basically a mechanical mod. Mechanical meaning that it's going to fire at whatever the battery power is. So if you're running, you know, an 18650 that's a 3.7 volt battery, it's going to fire at 3.7 volts. Basically with these you can actually double stack two 18350s, which are kind of like half the size of this, almost half the size. Both of them are going to fire at 3.7 volts. So if you double stack, you're going to fire at 7.4 volts. I don't recommend it at all. I did try it not too long ago, and I ended up roasting the DCT tank that I had on here, and I roasted my throat. So I recommend not doing it unless you have a really really high resistant DCT or really wrapped coil. So basically it's gonna fire at 3.7 volts just like a normal Mech would, mechanical mod. This thing, however, is very industrial strength. If you guys look at these pictures that I got going up right now, it'll show you kind of how thick those sidewalls are in this thing. Basically, it doesn't have any venting. It doesn't have any battery venting, which I haven't noticed to be really much of a problem at all. It does have a good spring inside of it, and basically has really good threading, almost buttery smooth. This button is kind of flush mounted in there, as you can tell. It is a little bit kind of harder to push in. Basically, you kind of have to push into it to get it to fire, but other than that, it is a awesome mod. I've been using this with my AGA T2 rebuildable atomizer tank, and it's been working amazingly. This is actually has become my all-day vape, and I can basically just rebuild my own wick and coil, and it's been working just exceptionally well. I'm using menthol in here right now, so it's a little bit harsh, but every once in a while you do kind of need a harsh hit. So I'm going to go ahead and take a vape just to kind of show you the vapor production. My fan is on right now too, so it's kind of dumb it down, but so a lot of you guys out there are using, you know, rebuildable atomizer systems, some sort of Genesis style atomizer, and you're using a lot of Mechs out there. Basically, for the guys who aren't, you know, the people who aren't, we're selling these a lot for, you know, construction workers, mechanics, basically somebody who does want to carry it around in their pocket, or, you know, kind of keep it with them at all times, even when they're working. This thing, it feels like you can throw it up against a brick wall and it's not going to break. It's not going to even move. You know, it honestly feels to me like the worst thing you're going to do is maybe break the tank basically, but it's going to be a lot better to break a tank than it is to break a mod. We're basically selling these for $85 in our store, and it's just, if you're looking for something durable out there, it's one of the best that you can get. Basically, it'll work with anything. It'll work with a Vivid Nova tank. It'll work with anything that has a flat top, or sorry, a flat bottom 510 connection, because there is no recessed drip well in there, so you can't fit anything that has, you know, a kind of a cone over the 510 connection. Just as long as it's a flat 510 connection on the tank, it'll basically work just the way you need it. It does have just really good threading on everything, even the 510 connection. It's just really great. Every once in a while, I'll be kind of honest with you, it does kind of have a few misfires every now and then, and you'll kind of notice it when you start to pull on it, and it doesn't feel like you're getting anything. And every once in a while, it kind of just makes sure you just kind of have to hold it down just right in the middle, just basically just make sure it's down. And every once in a while it did kind of get annoying to me, but after I kind of, you know, repositioned my hand or went to a different hand or something, and I, you know, pressed down into it, not just, you know, on it, but kind of into it, it started working really well. So basically they do recommend to use, you know, an AWIMR or just a regular IMR battery. I, however, have been using a blue Joyatech 2200 ICR 18650. This has been working really well for this. I haven't had really much of any problems, and in fact, when I changed this out to a blue ICR battery, I didn't have as much misfires. So I don't know if it was the battery or if it was the Mech or it was just by happenstance. But they also make, for the Silver Bullet, they make what they call the Ultra Fire battery, and it's a 2600 milliamp 18650. The XSL is what they call it. I can't remember if these are IC. Yeah, they are ICR. Okay, they are ICR, but they do have a lot of protection with these. They got a short fuse on the bottom, as you can kind of tell with a little bit of you know, extra added to the bottom of this. It is a short fuse. So basically these are going to fit in a little bit taller than what the 18650, the regular one, will. Just a little bit taller. These will not be able to fit into any other regulated mods unless you're using a telescope of some sort, but they do make them especially for these. It was working pretty well, but with my Trustfire charger, for some reason it just, like, it took forever to get charged. And I think it's because of that fuse. It just doesn't want to allow too much power into there. But once it gets fully charged, it will last you for a long time. So, and of course, as I'm talking about this right now, it's not misfiring. So that's kind of hit and miss kind of thing. So if you ever do experience that, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. But basically, we do sell these in silver and black. Silver, just because I'm using an Aga T2 silver tank, but we do sell these in black, which look amazing. It's just a very, very strong, well-built mod. There's actually only 2 guys that make these. One does the machining, and one does all the circuitry and all that stuff. So they have just perfected a very good aircraft aluminum Mech, just insanely durable mod. So hats off to them. You know, you guys get my thumbs up for the day. Basically, I have been using, or I was using my Z-Max with an iClear 30, and that was working out really well. I thought that was one of the best vapes that I had ever had until I started switching over to this. And basically at 3.7 volts with a 0.7 ohm resistance coil in here, it's just been probably the best vape that I've ever had. So basically that is it, guys. It's not really much to talk about. Basically it's a very simple mod, so I mean, it's, you know, it's not really much to talk about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys, you know, enjoy my voice and enjoy me talking, enjoy my face. Maybe? No? All right. But that is the Silver Bullet, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to hit me back up here in a little while. I'll have more videos up pretty soon, I promise. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment box, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I possibly can. And hope to see you guys in the store sometime soon. Later.